Hey class, we just got done talking about dependent variable and what a dependent variable means. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into some, we're gonna get into an example of identifying independent dependent variable from a scenario from a word problem. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and erase this. All right, so this is the scenario. The scenario is, let's say you have a job, whatever that job is, right? You have a job that pays $8 per hour, okay? You have a job, you write this down, you have a job that pays $8 per hour, okay? So, first off, we gotta identify the variables here. What are the variables? There are two variables in this case, in this scenario. The first variable is hours, okay? Hours. The next variable is, because we're talking about hours here, and money. These are the two variables in this situation, in this story, in this scenario, right? And so now we have to think, which one depends on the other? Which variable depends on what? Do the hours that you work depend on the money you make? Or does the money you make depend on the hours that you work? Which one is it? Just think about it. And again, this is, something new that we have to think about. Which one depends on which? The answer is that the amount of money you make depends on the hours that you work. So if this one depends on the other one, then this is the dependent variable. Okay, and hours is the independent. Okay, so hours, right, is the independent, it's the variable that stands alone. Remember I told you earlier that time, most of the time, is the independent variable. In this case, money is a dependent variable because the amount of money that you make depends on the hours, right? Depends on the hours that you work. Okay, so again, this is just one scenario that that you can see and identify independent, dependent variables. And sometimes on the STAR test, you do need to be able to do this. So just make sure you see that, and we'll go through more examples later where you're able to identify those. All right. On part 4 of independent, dependent variable, we are going to go through tables and graphs. Okay, tables and graphs of independent, dependent variables as well as equations. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.